Hey, book lovers. Welcome to Plot on the Rocks, the podcast where representation is crucial and it's always for the plot.
We're your hosts, Alicia, Rakia, and Tia, three friends dedicated to honoring the brilliance and the power of Black and POC authors.
We got some hot takes, some spoilers, don't worry, we'll always warn you, and deep convos on culture, identity, and everything in between.
Each week we dive deep into a new book, share our unfiltered thoughts, and celebrate the writers who are reshaping the literary world, one story at a time.
And fair warning, if you're here for a calm, quiet book club, this might not be what you're looking for.
Grab your favorite drink, curl up with us, and let's talk books. The ones that move us, excite us, and keep us flipping pages way past our bedtime.
So lower your expectations and let's get into the plot.
To episode 4, it's your girl Alicia.
I'm Tia.
I'm Rakia.
Took a sip of my drink. And today, listen, I got this. This was viral. It's the spicy mango lemonade from Trader Joe's.
Ooh,
so I got that.
wow, that sounds good.
And then I have it with tequila, so I'm expecting to have some heartburn in a little bit. Because I can already feel it burning. Ugh. Anyway, so today's book we're going to be talking about is Sky Full of Elephants by Sibo. I hope I said that right. It sounds like it's right. Sibo Campbell. If you're on social media, if you're on TikTok, you have probably heard of this book. You've probably seen people talk about this book. This is the book where all of the white people in America go into a body of water and die. And we decided to read it. And we have thoughts. Who wants to go next? Talk about thoughts.
Maybe let's start with what your expectations were.
Oh, I have this written down. Okay.
My expectations for the book were a lot different than what we actually got. I'm gonna try really hard not to do. Well, I mean, are we gonna do spoilers?
We're gonna do
How about
spoilers.
We'll let you know before a spoiler comes, so you can stop listening if you haven't read it yet.
Yes, if you've thought about reading it and you want to know more, other than the fact that the white people die, listen to it. Because I wish I knew more before I started reading it.
Yeah,
anyway, go ahead. What was your initial thought?
My initial expectation of the book, I was honestly, and this probably says a lot about me personally, but I was going into this book thinking I was about to learn about how the world is just so beautiful now. I thought this was going to be focused on the different ways that Black people developed after this event happened. I want, and what we got, I feel like, still very much centered white people, which disappointed me. I mean, what do y'all think? I mean, I could be being harsh.
No. No. Because that's what I thought too. That is what I thought. It's like, okay. Because I've seen, this is me going on a tangent, but I've seen like AI rendition, like art of like what the world would look like without colonization and without like white people taking over stuff. And then you see like how Mexico would look or how Africa would look, how the United States would look. And that's what I kind of like expected from it. But for a book where all these white people disappeared, like they were the topic for 287 pages. And for what? For why? I don't know. Ricky, what do you think?
I agree with both of y'all, honestly. I was thinking it was going to be giving like Tulsa, like Black excellence, like it's plenty of different like Black people in higher positions where everything didn't have to go to crap. Like it could have still went afloat, and I felt like, why aren't we seeing this? All we hear about is them burning the roads and the Walmart is all out of stock. Like it's white people that work at Walmart. I was like, what is this?
There's a part in the book, and I know you guys had it on the Kindle, but I have in the physical book. It's on page 7, where it's a chapter where Charlie is like thinking about something, He's like, he focused his mind on the systems failing around him, and fail they did. Too sudden did America fall into hands unprepared to hold its bounty. Too few knew how to fish, too few could skin a buck, could understand how to farm, or the mechanics of a clock, or the variable shapes of a government. And I feel like he wrote, like, how am I going to word this? I feel like I understand where he was coming from, where he was trying to come from, where it's like white people control all of these things. So these are systems that they keep black people out of. So that's what, but like you're telling me like, Tia, I know you talk about your family all the time, how your granddaddy he's out here like fishing and farming and all this other stuff. You're telling me no one knew how to do this stuff.
Okay.
The black people in government, there were no black people in government that couldn't.
Yeah.
I don't understand. I don't know.
Yeah. I really didn't appreciate that. And I remember that part specifically, and I was like, huh? Huh? Because, yeah, like, my granddaddy is a man of the woods, okay? And everything he knows, he taught to me and my brothers. We have this knowledge, and it's like he forgot that one, we were the farmers. We were the farmers for hundreds of years. There are still plenty of black
Yes.
farmers who don't have the resources that some of the white farmers do now, but there's still plenty of them. What do you mean we don't know how to fish, baby? That's the main source of food for plenty of community.
Yes. I mean, I'll be honest. The northern black folk, yes. But like, Sibo, I need to have a word. We need to have a word with you,
Yeah,
sir.
yeah.
I feel like with that too, that's even like with your dad or even me or anybody else going to the supermarket, that's convenience. That doesn't mean that we don't know how or couldn't figure it out.
Yes.
Like, what?
Yeah.
Yes. Because it's not like, I'm sure it's difficult, but like, I feel like when you're in a survival mode, you have no choice but to learn these things. So you'll figure it out.
Yeah.
So I don't know. And this, I don't know if you guys felt this too, but like, hopefully my microphone's close enough. But do you know, as writers, because we all write, we all are writers, I think. And I don't know if you've ever written something where you are purposely trying to write something meaningful and impactful, that like, I need to write something that's going to change the world, that's going to like, that's what I felt he was trying to do. I feel like he was trying to write something that he wanted to make really impactful and deep, and it wasn't.
Yeah. It was close
Yes.
a number of times. There was
Yes.
plenty of parts because I enjoyed the writing itself. You get what I'm saying? There were plenty of parts where I was like, oh, he onto something. He sees something, you know? But then it's like, it would be right there.
Yes.
And then it would get missed.
Yes. The
Which
Vivian
was
chapters.
Really,
Yeah.
I want that.
Yeah.
Let me rephrase. When I was on Goodreads, one comment that I saw was like, this book was not meant for black people. It was like written for white people. Like, how do you feel the same way? Like, who do you think this book was meant for? Because I'll let y'all go first. I have 3 groups of people that I think this book was meant for, but I want to hear what y'all have to say about it.
you can go Ricky.
I feel like you said, essentially it was written for white people, but not. And I don't want this to come off as this, oh, like you guys, it's a race book, so of course we're going to be talking about the topics of race. And I, love all people, and I feel like it was written for the real white people. Because you know how you got like white people, but they white, but they ain't like white. It was written for them because we know what black suffering looks like. We know what that feels like. That's something that we live in a day-to-day basis. And I kind of felt like he was trying to shine the light, but it went in the wrong direction, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So, yes, it was the category that wasn't essentially meant for us. I like the elements that he put in as far as like the teaching pieces and stuff like that. But other than that, like y'all said, I don't feel like it was meant for us.
Yeah. I'm going to tell you, what this book made me do was immediately.
That'll be
He
so.
is looking at him. Come on. Come on.
We're gonna have to have mascots anyway.
Come on. Now you want to be shy. You weren't shy when he was
Oh
growling.
Lord, see, just like children, they ask for
Yes.
attention, and when you
It's
give
like,
it to them, they
no.
kind of. But yeah, and like you know, I appreciate, you know, I know in the black community it's usually a funny thing to try to like pick on hotep people, especially if you're like educated. I said if you're education, if you're educated or whatever. And I don't like that in particular because I think there's a place for people like that, and I think it's important that they be able to say what they got to say. But what I felt like happened here is that he had so much he wanted to express, and I feel like he had so many lessons that he wanted to teach through the book that there was not one that he was able to focus on, and we just lost the plot. Like I get we want to get Sydney to her destination, but number one, and I guess this can segue into, you know, the question of how we felt about the fact that that was even the goal.
Yeah.
To get her to Orange Beach to be with her white family. Because, for one, why didn't nobody tell her that her white family would not be there?
Because she.
Seriously.
I need
though.
somebody to explain. I mean, you get what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
baby.
Yeah.
First of all, you know it. You know your aunt's handwriting well enough that you can tell. You know her well enough that you can tell what her handwriting looks like. But she didn't care enough about you to walk through the gate to make sure you were okay.
That part.
Meanwhile, you in there traumatized. But then your dad drives across the country from his Howard position. He done got his life, you know, which I like as a, you know, just an aside. I really loved his background. The fact that, you know, he was able to get out of prison and go and become a professor at this prestigious college and have a hand in rebuilding the country after this major catastrophe happens. But this man gave that up and gave up his growth. I mean, not gave it up because he did end up growing and having his development, you know, as a man throughout this journey with his daughter. But he drove across the country to get you, and you just she did not care.
She had me ready to throw this book. I hated this girl. I hated this girl from beginning to end. I'm sorry. Like, and like that's I feel like to me this book was written for self-hating biracial people. Go to therapy, please, for the love of fucking God, go to therapy. I just do it.
Please.
White people who date, have sex with, have fun with black people, but don't make a conscious effort to like try to at least empathize or understand what black people go through or understand the culture, and black people who date interracially but don't properly vet these people that they're dating. Because one thing that pissed me off was like, oh, I was in love with your mother. You met her 3 days ago. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? You loved her. What?
Yeah, like, baby, what?
Like, anyway, what was the question about Sydney's journey?
Yeah, like, I just the whole thing. It felt contrived to me.
Honestly, I don't think she had a journey. I really don't. I don't. She didn't learn a damn fucking thing. First of all, the amount of times I would have left her ass. You keep talking to me the way you're gonna talk to me. Bye. Get out the car. Cause I don't have to take you anywhere.
Okay.
Get out. And she had moments where she was close to getting it. But that type of, as ironically, as a biracial person who does not really fuck with other biracial people because 9 times out of 10 they're gonna act like her and I don't want to be around them. It's Tia, you know too, with your whole situation. She has to unlearn 18 years of all of this stuff, and she's gonna do it in this cross country trip with her dad.
Yeah. Like, cause
No.
she wasn't even. This wasn't even a situation where she was just unaware. She was straight up racist. I mean, she was aggressively racist
Yes.
too. And I kept trying to. I was trying to. I couldn't quite lose myself in the book like I like to lose myself in a book, because for one, we have her literally. On one hand, we see where we do have some little points of black joy until we get to, um, is it Mississippi or is it? I always get mixed
Mississippi,
up.
yeah, Mississippi
Mississippi,
was where
right?
like he said that where Sailor was like, oh, they're kind of like in a daze almost, like they weren't
Yeah.
really like
Oh,
present.
okay,
Yeah, it
no,
was
that
Mississippi.
so
Yeah, yeah.
where was the good place, the heavenly place,
Alabama.
the Alabama? Okay, there were points in the book, like for example, Howard. That was a great example of how the black community could come together in a situation like that, and now we're influencing the development of a country from from an educational standpoint, from a standpoint of like the community has come together and have become the teachers. We're not doing it based on, oh, you were able to get this degree from here. It's, do you know this information and can you teach it? Love that. But between the sections of, like you said, like the point parts of the country where black people are going crazy because there's not white people anymore. Why are we going crazy? I'm sorry. Like, huh? That was bothering the hell out of me. And then she's saying these inflammatory racist. I mean, it wasn't even no, I'm a little scared of black people. No, it was, y'all like to tear shit up. Like that was she was actively racist. I couldn't sit here and listen to this half black girl be racist to black people, even though she knows in her head that she was treated differently just from being biracial. And not only that, but everybody's tiptoeing around the fact that, baby, you about to go where and do what? What do you think you're going to see when you get there?
And that there's a part in the book, and I have it up too, where she literally said the world got left to the heathens. That's why everything is going to hell outside these walls. Like when she's like Miss Ma'am, what the hell?
What the helio?
What the hell, Like, and I think she was. Well, one, I can understand why Charlie was tiptoeing around it, because maybe Charlie genuinely didn't know that there were going to be. Because I think he thought maybe, but when she got to Mobile, they could have told her because they knew, but I think they wanted her to see it
For herself.
for herself.
Yeah.
But and the tiptoeing, I hated. I hated the tiptoeing. I hated it because she. What was the other question we had? Because I know it was. Oh yeah. Do you think the black characters, gave Sydney too much grace? Yes. Yes. They were too nice to her, and it made me think of. We're gonna go deep right now. So in a white supremacist society, there are 13 pillars to white supremacy, and one of them is the right to comfort. So white people want to be comfortable. If you've ever had a situation where you're speaking, and this happens a lot with white women in particular, they can piss you off, they can get you angry, but the minute you say something back to them, or even trying to educate them in some way, if you have any sort of aggression in your voice, they shut off. They're like, you can't, don't talk, like, I can't listen to this because if you speak to me in a different way, then yeah, like I'll understand you. So you're not paying attention to what I have to say, you're paying attention to how I say it. And I feel like that's what they did with Sydney, where it's like, okay, we have to be nice to her and, just let her say what she's saying. And they gave her too much grace. And I don't understand it, because I think realistically that would not happen.
I would definitely say I would agree. They gave her way too much grace. And how you kind of said in the beginning, like it's kind of hard to unlearn like 18 years of the way that you've been taught. But at this point, it's just a failure to adapt. You see all of these black people, they're trying to show you something, or you know how the old people say they're trying to learn you something, and you're not picking up what they're putting down. It was so irritating to me. Like she take one step forward, then 5 steps back. Like I love when she came down, like she was greased and her hair was done properly. And everybody's trying to tell her, or not even if they said it, they're like visualizing, like, hey, you look like really nice. Da, da, da. She's just still in her head about it. Like, girl, get with the program, please.
And it's
Yeah.
what? Oh shit! I just lost it too. It gave like maybe if she interacts with these different types of black people, she'll understand. And it's like we know for a fact. You know how many racist white people know black people and are friends with black people? They don't give a fuck.
Family with black people,
Mm-hmm.
married to black people.
Like you have Zoo who's non-binary, so you have that, and then you have Nona, and then you have Charlie and Sailor, but it's like no, that's still not. And speaking of what's the boy's name? Fella, get away from my brother, get away from my brother.
Literally.
Like
You don't even love yourself, girl. You don't even love yourself.
like, exactly. Shit. Oh, it made me so bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway. Sydney.
And, like I wouldn't. So okay, what I was gonna say is maybe it wouldn't have made me so mad if it wasn't for the fact that she was 19. You know, or 17. How old was she? 18.
19, 18, she was,
19,
yeah, she was
right?
gonna go to college, yeah.
Right. So she was 19. She's not a child. Like I mean, she's a child, but she's not a child. At this point, now that we're here, like y'all were saying, she they did all these things. They went out of their way to try to help her reconnect to her blackness, and she's still rejecting it on a certain level. At that point, where the grandma at? Where the black grandma at? That's what we was missing. That should have snatched her up and said, "Look here, child. Look here, child." That's what we were missing. Because what do you mean, y'all? Not only that, but you went out. They took her to the field where they were doing the farming, right? Where they're rehabilitating other black people who were super connected to white people, I guess, and they're helping them get their minds together to reintegrate into the city with everybody else. She talked to the man. She had a conversation with him. Not only that, she laid under the stars, saw an ancestor. I'm assuming is what it was implied, right? And still, you wake up and you're like, yeah, let's go to Orange County. Somebody snatch the child up. Somebody tell her, hey, you're acting dumb. Tell me what's the problem.
That's what
she
Tao.
needed.
That's what Tao tried to do.
He tried.
And they just said, "Oh, he's being angry. He's grumpy. Blah blah blah."
Yeah.
Like no,
No.
he was right. He was the one character that I really really liked because he did what needed to be done, hundreds of pages ago. And what pissed me off too was like when he was literally like, she doesn't belong here. She wants to be with these people. Let her go. And instead of her reflecting as to why is he saying this, she's like, he's right. I don't belong here. Like,
Shut up.
like literally, like let her go. Why are you trying so hard? I know a biracial woman her because it's like no at all. Like, no one is gonna look at me and say, oh yeah, that's the Greek girl over there. No one's gonna clock that at all unless I say it. And it's like I'm happy I grew up the way that I grew up, where it's like, yeah, I think the fact that my mom is a mixed race white woman, that helps because she had to grow up mixed in the 50s and 60s, which is so different. And she could have ended up being like her Aunt Agnes, who excluded that completely. But she was like, no, growing up, it was like, this is what you are, this is what you're proud of, da 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 da, all this other stuff. So it's like I was very confused when I would meet other racial people. And they would be like, and they just weren't like that. And what's crazy is the only biracial people that I know who are normal, who love their blackness are biracial people who are also black and Greek, or like black and Italian, who have like who are connected to some type of white culture versus just whiteness, if that makes sense.
It
I think
does.
that was her issue too, because she wasn't connected to her Irish culture at all. Your mom talks about how proud she's being from Ireland, but you're making a green bean casserole. That's not Irish. That's not Irish dish. The fuck? I don't know. I think this made me actually sit and realize, like, it almost made me feel bad for biracial people who think like this, because it's like, damn, like you really are almost in like a survival mode almost, because you have to be.
Constantly.
So that's why I had some grace for her. But you got the internet, you can learn stuff. I don't know.
TikTok gives you no excuses.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I know Wisconsin's white as hell, but like, damn. Like,
Yeah, I did feel bad for her on that front because there were several points in the book, and maybe that was, to his benefit, maybe that was a point he was trying to make. That could be it, because there were several points where she verbalized, at least down in the book, not verbalized to someone else, but to herself, how much she wanted to accept it, or wanted to love that part of her and wanted to embrace it, but there was just something in her that couldn't let her.
mm,
And I want to, like, it makes me wonder. I don't want to skip too far ahead, but it makes me wonder about the ending, if that was supposed to be like almost like symbolic of killing the whiteness off as a
maybe.
concept. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
As a concept, because we know that whiteness is really just an idea. It's not really a thing.
And he
Doesn't
said that
really
in the book.
exist.
He did say
Yeah,
that.
he did. Yeah. And it made me wonder if that's what he was trying to get at the end. But really, I literally just came to that just right now as we're talking about that, because I didn't get the end until.
The
But
end made me
maybe-
mad.
Yeah.
The end pissed me off. Because she's just floating in the water. She's floating in the water and she gets rid of the letter.
To where? Like,
I don't know. She's doing, and that's what irritated me too. Where it's like, from the jump, the person that you should be mad at is your mother, and your uncle. So you spent 19 years being angry at this man who knew you existed, but again, he was in prison. But you shit on him constantly. I would have given her that letter from the jump. I'm sorry.
Wait.
Yeah.
Know exactly what your mom did. The reason why I wasn't in your life was because of her. And even then, like, I don't think she even, like, she felt bad, but it was never like an outward emotion to him.
No.
It was all internal.
Yeah. He didn't get what he deserved at all. As a father, I feel like he did the best he could.
Yes.
Especially as somebody who's fighting his own demons and trying to find his own self-worth again. It's hard to help somebody else find self-worth when you don't have your own. And I feel like he, at least tried. But she could have gave an apology, a hug, a tearful admission of, guilt or something, It just felt very, I didn't get the closure I wanted with them.
No.
Or
'Cause
with him even.
Didn't she just want to go to Orange Beach? After he gave her the letter, she still wanted to go to fucking Orange Beach? Like...
And she got her boyfriend to take her, and then she abandoned him there.
Took his
Like, you
take
you
my
just
son.
found out that the man that you are attracted to, his daddy was the one that made this contraption, and now you just give me the keys to the truck. That pissed
Why
me
you
off too.
give her the keys?
And left her there with all them people. Those people are scary. I don't like them, but they're Coca-Cola. Why do you want Coca-Cola so damn bad?
I thought they were trying to
I-
drug him for real. I was like, is there
Yeah.
something in the Coca-Cola? Because why y'all
I didn't get that. Like, do white people like Coca-Cola? Like, I don't.
So I'm gonna tell you what I think.
Okay.
Because
I was very confused.
what I think is that the Coca-Cola is almost like a symbol of the America before, like that Americana, classic American drink. That's what it felt like to
okay.
me. Like, okay, we got Coke here, girl. Like it's like the old days.
Yes.
All I can think about is the commercial, wasn't it? Kendall handing the
Oh, and the police officer.
Yes.
Oh
That
my
might not even
God.
be Coke. It might have been Pepsi. I think it was.
It- I-
Pepsi, but
it's
it
the
was one
same
of
It was
them.
damn
one of
thing.
them.
It's the same thing.
Right.
And it's like, and that irritated me too, where it's like and I think this ties into like, oh, her meeting these different types of black people, so it makes her accept, and now she's like, oh, here's this, what a beautiful chocolate man, like that's it's literally, and then she's like, oh my God, like she's awakened, like sure, she's seen the light or some shit, and it's like, it made me so mad. But again, if I was Nona, I would have pulled a towel. I would have been like, no, you're not ready. You're not ready for this. Please. She needs to get that bath the way that Charlie got in that bath. And his
Yeah.
whole, like, that's what she needed.
She needed that. But, you know, with all that she had ignored that she did get to see, it's like, let her go to, like, I don't know.
No, because how are you going to sit at this table with all this food and all this chatter, all this love, and you're sitting there quiet because it's like, I'm not used to it. Because it's like, it's so
My
much.
taste buds aren't used
Yeah,
to
like my
the
taste buds
labor.
aren't used to it, and then you go downtown, there's dancing, you're just like, you freak out, like I'm sorry, like I feel bad making fun of her because I know there are people out there that are like that.
That's so
Or it's
sad.
again, go to therapy.
Okay, can I just say something real quick? Y'all remember the story I told y'all, right?
A lot
the
of stuff.
girl.
Yes.
The other. Okay, I'm not going
The
to say
other-
a name.
the other-
But yeah.
The other biracial girl that
Oh, yes. Yes. Okay.
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 Lord. Again, I hope she doesn't hear this. And if she does, I want you to know it's all love, girl. It's all love.
not for
Seriously.
me,
I'm
not
about
for
to
me.
say-
Her other best friend,
Stop
no.
playing.
It's on site. Anyway,
Stop. Okay, listen. This
don't
is,
edit that out, Terrence. Don't.
You gonna have that girl trying to
my
sue
God.
us. Look, we just playing.
Oh my God.
Listen, they are not. But I'm serious when I say it is all love. I have to protect.
Oh my God.
I got left in Orange Beach, and like this is it really reminds me of a situation because I'm like, why would you not like at least try? Well, maybe you tried. Just it was just a disconnect that for a black person that is dangerous to be around.
That's
Do you get what I'm
yes,
saying?
Yes.
That is literally physically mortally dangerous. She left him there around these crazy people of color who want to be white.
Yes.
And
Yes.
abandon him there. That is dangerous. And if I don't get nothing else from this book, I hope that people get. Are not safe around someone who thinks they are white.
No. And like we talk about, I know we talk about all the time, like how like POC solidarity doesn't exist when it comes to non-black people of color and black people. This was a prime example of that. Because you have the preacher was Latino, right? And then you have her aunt who passed, which I don't know and this I don't know what it would be called when we have like you know how like people say they have gaydar or whatever, but you know how like we can tell if somebody else is black even if they're not fully. That's how you know Sydney was disconnected because how do you not you can tell. You can
Knows
10 times out of 10 you can tell
something.
there's something.
It's something.
Yeah.
You never clock that, but again that's not surprising to you because you got some white people who think that that some white people that other white people are not white just because they have a tan or because they look a certain way. So yeah, I get,
Yeah.
but they
Literally.
didn't know, and it boggles
Crazy.
my mind.
This is why I be trying to tell people I don't think it was as hard as people be acting like it was hard for people to pass back then. White people don't be knowing.
No, Tia, you
don't
saw a
pay
picture of you saw a picture of my great grandma, my mom's grandmother from Jamaica. That is a light skinned black woman, but she tried to pass. I don't know how. I really don't.
They can't tell.
They can't. I don't know how well she passed because on all of my grandfather's stuff still said Negro on it. So I don't. know how well she did it, but she tried. And I'm like, when I finally saw a picture of her, I was just like, I was confused because like I don't. What do you mean? Passes what? Like what? Like with and she had a Jamaican accent. So what do you mean? Like how did she?
She said she was trying to run up on the plug twice. Okay. She said she don't care.
It boggled my. It was. I was so confused. I gotta send you a picture of Kia, and you're gonna be confused too.
Yes.
Shit, and what white person you know whose name is Viola?
Well, they be naming their kids Cherry and Stark and
There's-
Marble and all that other stuff.
You know, you got a
This is
point.
true. This
Stark,
is
I'm
true.
just hilarious.
So, Marble.
This is
I was like Marble.
Marble.
Okay.
Marble.
Yeah.
Speaking
I
of
think-
like, oh, keep going. Keep
No,
going.
but I was about to say that I feel like this is a good one. That one question we were asking the difference in the way that the siblings like treated her.
Mm-hmm.
And I have notes out because I was really thinking about this when we were talking
Do
about
it.
it. So, how do you? Is it? It's not flea. Is it filet?
It's. I didn't. I thought it was. I was saying fella because I. It looked like fella. That's probably not right.
Filet?
Well,
So
filet.
fila, like the shoes, like the filas.
Yeah.
I don't know. Let's go with that. That sounds
Yeah.
right.
So
Sounds
with
better than
him,
fella.
I was like, he was low key smitten, and it really irritated me because I'm pretty sure it was a lot of little pretty black girls walking around where you're at. Why is it her that you were essentially drawn to? Nona, I feel like she had a really good heart, so she was just trying to bring her
Yeah.
into the fold. But Tao, y'all know I love looking some stuff up. In Hebrew, that means sign or truth. And I feel like he knew deep down that she wasn't really with them. So he kept her at arm's reach. I was like, that makes sense.
You went deep.
Yeah. I
Oh,
had to
you
look
went
it
deep,
up.
deep.
Yeah.
And then
That, yeah.
yeah, I was like, he was like, nope, something ain't right with you, baby, and keeping you, yeah.
and he was
And then
right.
Harold,
Yes.
I really liked him, but he was just kind of thrown in the mix. You didn't really get a lot
Yeah.
on him. Yeah.
Yeah.
He didn't have an opinion, and that's why like Tao was the only. Not that I didn't like Fila, whatever the fuck, and Nona, because I liked them, but when Tao finally said what he needed to say, I was like, thank you, and it really irritated me where it's like they got on him for being. He has every right to be angry, because you're disturbing everything that we are trying to build right now,
Yes.
and you're messing everything up. And it's almost like they were gaslighting him. And it's like when he said what he said, and then I was like, oh, he's just grumpy. He's really protective. And it's like, no, look at how you act. Because I'm telling you, like, I want to say 9 times out of 10, maybe 10 times out of 10, if you meet a biracial person who was like, I've never been made to feel black. Black people have always made fun of me, blah, blah, blah. It's the way you act. 9 times out of 10, you act like how Sydney acted. And that's why they treat you the way that they treat you. Because of that. Not because of anything else. But you don't want to
There was no self-reflection.
No.
To the end, there was no self-reflection.
No, and I hate that she was like, oh, she didn't want to say like the we. She had such an issue with that collective of like being included in that. And I think it's because she only knew stereotypes
Yeah.
Yeah.
of black people. And even going back to your person you know, whatever, I think a lot of the time they have an issue with blackness because they have an idea of what blackness is and not realizing that we are not a monolithic people.
Right.
Like the black kids that were my friends in high school, we were the emo black kids. We went to like rock concerts and stuff. Like, and then you had like the sports. And we're all different, but you think it's like this ghetto ratchet, and there's nothing wrong with that because that shit is fun.
Yeah.
So, right.
And sometimes, like, you
So-
can't help where you come from either to be essentially
Yeah.
ghetto or ratchet. A lot of people, you're a product of your environment, and people grow up and live in different environments.
Right.
Yeah, she was, yeah.
It was.
Tao deserved more.
He
Damn
did.
it.
He did. He deserved somebody to tell him you are right, because he did. I mean, he called it. She did essentially what he said she was going to. Try to
I feel
mess up
like
some stuff. Dropped her brother off in the middle of Klan country.
yes,
Like,
Okay.
yes,
That's
and I
I
feel
still
like
can't believe there was no reprieve from that. Like,
no,
dang,
they
like,
just found him. They just found him there. It's like, oh, I'm fine. Like, I'm okay. And it's like they still treated him that way when his family and his community is the one that goes over there to give you these things. You have a Starbucks because of these people that are helping you. You have your yoga pants and your dogs with your sweaters on them because they are going out and distributing stuff for you. I would take it away. I would take it all away. Take it all
burn
away.
that McDonald's to the ground.
Exactly.
Okay.
Like,
Ooh.
When I read that part, I was so irritated. I'm like, it's literally how it was back in the day. Everything you get is off the backs of other black people. Like, you're not even doing anything to maintain for you to maintain the lifestyle that you want.
That
Like,
country accent almost came out, girl. You you have to say,
I'm so irritated.
say that. I love
I agree because I don't. It's not like I didn't enjoy the book. I enjoyed the book. I just have some
Yes.
serious. I had just have some serious concerns about some of the things that were in
Yes.
there and some of the perspectives.
Yeah.
I
But with
think
that being
oh, keep going.
said, I thought it was. Oh, sorry.
You go.
With that being said, I think overall it was a good book overall. I thought it had. I wish he would have gone deeper into some things. Like I wish he would have spent more time talking about all of the things that were going right. I wish we would have spent more time learning about the other countries' reactions to the news and to what
Yes.
happened. You know, how other cultures, we got a taste, and that hurt my feelings. We got a taste of the other cultures in the last few pages during the parade with the Hispanics and
Yeah.
natives. I wish we had more of that.
And he touched upon it like at different parts in the book. 'Cause I know like they had like a quinceanera at one point of it, and like Sydney didn't know what that was. Like, stupid. And and I think they were talking about how they were gonna try and ship one of those obelisk things to Haiti and Cuba and all that stuff. And it's I think the way if I would have written it, I think I would have made the main conflict, the main villains in the book, the people of Orange Beach. I would have made that be the main conflict of them trying to come in and change everything versus like this small community just like living. I would have wanted them to try to like take over and go back to and try to have more of like that like fighting. That's what I thought it would have been versus this self-discovery journey because Charlie did discover himself.
Yeah,
He did.
I wish I would have had more from Sydney. Like I wanted her to have a redemption arc, but like I don't think she did. But that like and I've been thinking about this question a lot and I still don't know. But why do you think Charlie had to be the one to figure out the obelisk out of all of these people who are helping, who are intelligent, who are smart? Like why him? And I can't for the life of me think of a reason why.
When I think about it, I'm not 100% sure, but one thing that came to me was maybe he, maybe as somebody who actually has a biracial child, and loved a white woman, but also felt the negative effects of that love and had his life essentially taken away from him for many years due to that relationship. My only thinking is maybe because of that perspective that he has, he was able to make a decision because it was his decision at the end of the day. They gave it to him 100%. You choose what we do next. And I think maybe that perspective was necessary because he had something to lose. It is very possible that Sydney did actually let herself decide to go ahead and let herself fall under the water once he turned it on.
Oh, I didn't think about that. Because wasn't that one of the things where it's like the people who still thought like that, like the whiteness has an idea they could have. Oh, I didn't. Okay, okay, that makes
And
sense.
then the walkers, you know what I mean, who
Yeah.
are black but think that there is virtue in what the white people did in walking into the water. You know, he was able to see, okay, maybe he understand a little bit of why, or not understand, but maybe he can see it. You get what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
maybe he knows what the possibilities are to lose. So maybe that's why. That's all I could think.
No, I
That's
agree.
good.
That was my consensus too, because when it said the machine healed Charlie, so Charlie needs to heal the machine. I feel like
Mm.
his life was kind of like a double-edged sword, or so however you say that word. That's one of those. You know how
Mhm.
people can't say cinnamon. That's my word. But anyway, that is my word. But I feel like he would have felt the cut on either end, like a cut to himself, because it's like I'm supposed to be this proud black man. I should be fully capable to let anybody who doesn't want to let us shine go. But then I do also have this biracial daughter who I love. She might not truly love me or know how to express her love to me, but the love is there. So I completely agree with what you said.
Yeah,
It's kind of like he kind of knows how it feels on both sides, kind of teeter tottering.
Mhm.
yeah. That honestly, that honestly, now that you explain it, that does make sense. That does make a lot of sense. Because it's like
Mhm.
putting myself in Charlie's shoes. If I had to make that decision, shit, my mom might be gone. Like, yeah, she's like a
Yeah.
quarter, but she might go. But it's like seeing what whiteness as an idea has done to the world
Is
globe.
it
Like I,
worth it?
like I saw a video
Yeah.
today, and I
The
knew
risk.
this, but I saw a video this morning where it's like, and again, I knew this, but during the transatlantic slave trade, the sharks changed their migration patterns that they had for thousands of years because they were following the ships because men, women, and children were throwing themselves over, or if they were dead, they were the slave catchers were throwing them over. So it literally changed. Would it be ecology? I guess that would be like right. It's ecology, right?
I think so.
I don't fucking
Yeah.
know. So
Oh,
it's like it's changing stuff on an environmental level.
yeah.
So it's like again having
Environmentally.
yeah. So I feel like he also had to have faith in his daughter
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
of like knowing that maybe she might have like seen the light and yeah, that makes sense. I'm glad you said something because I would not have thought that at all.
Yeah, and honestly, like the more we're talking about it, it actually makes me appreciate the book a little more. It's making me appreciate it a little
Yes.
more because I'm making connections. And
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
see, this is why I love discussing books. This is why I love this,
Yeah.
Yeah.
because honestly, when I first when I first started the book, it was immediately like, oh, what in the hell? What the helly?
Right.
And when I finished, I'm not gonna lie, I was like, eh. But as we're talking about it and as we're discussing it, I'm starting to see some connections that I don't think I was putting together between what y'all have shared, things that I missed, and just, stuff like that. I think it's making me appreciate the book more for sure.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. I'm sorry, Sibo.
We sorry.
We're sorry.
We started off a little harsh.
We
Right.
did, but that's the point. That's
Yeah.
the point. Not everybody. It's all subjective. Everybody has different things that they think of. Like there's one quote in here that I saved that I liked a lot. Um, shit. Who said this? Oh, okay. I think this is when she was talking to the guy at in the farmhouse, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And he but she's telling him, she's like, I just want to go back to when everybody was happy. And he was like, what are you talking about? Like, when was everybody happy? Like, what planet are you on? And then he's like, the world wasn't ever equal, and the white folks who made it that way, the ones who fought, silent and spitting to keep it that way, refused all responsibility for what it meant. You can't imagine the inhumanity, horrors on top of horrors. And he's telling her all this stuff that white people did, and then she goes, on my way down here, a black man dressed in a Klan uniform attacked us. He was crazy. He said I was like him. He was out of his mind. And it was like, how do you hear all that? But like, I think that's when I think she was trying, I don't know where, listen, I'm already a little bit drunk. So I don't know where this was going. I really genuinely don't. I'm never having tequila during one of these things ever again. But that's what makes it fun. That's what makes it fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
God. Oh, God. Do you have any other thoughts? I think we'll keep going.
Oh, no, go ahead. Finish your thought.
I don't know what I was going to say. This one drink.
Girl.
And the fact that I
You
used
ain't
to
put enough juice.
I put a lot of juice in it. I filled it up with juice first. But the fact that I used to pregame with Four Locos in college.
Girl.
What
I
a
was
time.
just talking to my mama about freaking Everclear. How in the world did we used to drink gasoline
For
and
Everclear.
now one glass, 2 glasses or something make
Yes.
me ready to go to sleep?
Put you
Listen,
down.
I used to
All
do
the way
shots
down.
of
Down.
Fireball. You know, what's the other one? Hypnotic. Do you know Hypnotic never had a Y in it?
Girl, I refuse to believe that. They not about the Mandela effect.
It's
Yeah.
HP. It's HP. NOTIQ.
Makes sense.
I don't know. That's what they
Nah.
said.
Mm-mm.
I'm telling you, Google it.
They be
Google it.
lying.
Listen, they not about to
Trying to
Mandela
remake
affect
history.
me. Exactly. They be changing stuff up.
Yes.
You not about to trick me, okay?
What-
Because that don't even
what's
make
that video?
sense. HP. Don't
Like,
get me started.
like-
I got multiple Mandela effects they trying to play in my face about, and I'm not having
Hypnotic.
it.
But I don't know. But the fact that we used to be able to do that, and now we're just like, this is really sad. This is very sad and pathetic.
The 30s. Yeah, they're beautiful.
Did I? I know. I feel like we should keep this in. Did I tell you? I don't think I told you, Rakia. I have been saying that I'm the wrong age for the past year because I genuinely
How old
forgot.
Are you supposed to be?
I'm supposed to be 33, but I've been saying 32 for the past year. And my
Girl.
friend, listen, my friend is going to she was born in September. She's going to Disney World, and she's like, she's never been, and she loves like Star Wars or whatever. And she's like, I'm gonna be 34, so I want to do that. I was like, what do you mean you're gonna be 34? Like, you're only 2 months old. Like, what? You're 2 months older than me. You're 34. And that's when it hit me. Like, I literally took out my calculator. I was like, 2025 minus 1991. That's just 33. It's like,
Girl.
oh my god.
I can't even say nothing. I have done that several times. Like there was a good 2 or 3 years where anytime somebody would ask me how old I was, I would have to be like stop and think.
Yes. How old am I?
But honestly, who's gonna check me, boo? Nobody.
Okay.
So 32.
I said I'm 25.
Okay. That's it.
No one's gonna know. Shit. God. Shit, what were we gonna say, Tia?
We're gonna do your favorite quote.
Great question. Oh yeah.
Oh, I favorite
Yeah.
quote. Oh,
Yeah.
I was not prepared. I was not prepared for class. Oh my god.
It's okay.
Find
You'll
it.
one. Let me. Okay. Okay. This is my favorite quote. The machine itself possessed no magic. The mechanics were designed to simply tune in to that which broadcasted already, imperceptible to the eye, unknown to the ear, sky full of messages. I thought that was beautiful because I feel like that is the truth. I feel like the machine is our bodies. As black people, we really are. We're antennas. We're connected to past, present, future. You know, we have all this information. We're creative people. That come from the Most High. That come from the air. That's not something we. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Something.
Yes.
It's imperceptible, but we
Yeah,
just
'cause,
know
like,
how to pick it up.
think
was
of the
good.
amount of
I like that one.
think of the amount of things that I see. Like, I've seen so many TikToks where it's like, oh, like things black people do when we do our laundry, and I'm like, how do we all have this same experience of like folding the clothes and then tapping on the clothes before we put them somewhere? or like shaking the clothes out before we fold. Like, how do we all? Yeah, how do we all know these? And I'm saying I've never had a unique experience in my life. Like, it's
Not a
just
one.
like,
Not
but and
one.
that's my favorite thing because it's like it's this connection that like that's something I genuinely think some people are jealous of because it's like.
Huh.
It's like one of my favorite things because like we don't have to know each other from Adam, but it's like that's an old ass saying. Oh my god. Anyway, but like, Rika, you go with your favorite quote. I'm still looking. I don't know.
No, I really like that one. I feel like I need to go back and highlight that one so I have it in my clips because I like that. I have Charles. The thing that makes me a king is that I decided to claim it. And
Yeah.
I feel like that one's kind of essentially short, but in my mind, it's like that's what life is. I am whatever I say I am. You can say whatever you want to say, but as for me,
Period.
it don't matter.
Yeah.
I said what I said.
That
I
one.
feel.
Oh, go ahead.
No, you keep going. I'm still looking. I underlined a lot.
And then I have what a strange fruit we are to have never ripened. And I don't know if y'all remember that song by Billie Holiday, Strange Fruit, and how she like was getting arrested all the time for like singing it. And it just made me have that connection that like when I think like of course fruit, it like dangles and stuff like that. I feel like with us, they just kind of pick us whenever we're needed. If we're not ready, doesn't matter. If we're over ripened, it doesn't matter. But
Girl,
whatever it is that we're giving, it just continues to add. It just continues to add to whatever it is that we're doing or whatever it is they need, quote unquote, from us. They get it.
Nourishing the picker.
Yes.
Nourishing the picker. We don't even get to ripen to our fullest potential.
Yes.
That's deep.
Yes.
I like that one.
I love how y'all
Me
picked
too.
out some deep stuff. I have two. This one's technically Nikki Giovanni. It's not necessarily like in the book that he said, but it's the quote where she said, "And you will understand all too soon that you, my children of battle, are your heroes." Which I like that because it's like we are our own. We can't wait for somebody to help us and figure out what's going on. We have to do what we need to do to get where we need to go. And the other one, this one's a little bit violent, but I think this is where she's talking to Vivian, I think, and she says, "If healing our wounds breaks the world, then let it break." And
Yeah.
that was one of my favorites because I feel like we talk about all the time where it's like to rebuild stuff truly, it has to burn down. You have to build it back up from ash. And the wounds that we as Black people have are deep. You have epigenetics, generational trauma. And there's some part of the book too where it's like we were never able to like heal from that grief. They just keep putting it on more stuff on top, and we just can't. And that's what goes back to what you said, where it's like it doesn't matter if we're ready to be picked. They'll just like, okay, we need you for this. Doesn't matter if you process anything. But sometimes things have to just go to shit in order for something to heal.
And can I say
Good
something?
stuff.
Can I say something? Because y'all preaching today, honey. Let me tell you. It feels so relevant to right now. You know, I almost like we gonna have to put a disclaimer when we post this. Like, we start off harsh, but we come around because the
Yes.
more we're talking about this book,
Yes.
the more
Yeah.
I'm feeling it in my spirit. Because
Yes.
these white people are quite literally walking themselves into the ocean. They are quite literally walking themselves into the ocean. The shit is burning down, and what we doing?
What
Boots
them
on the
fans
ground. Okay.
Listen. And that's like
I would choose
yes.
to be Black in any lifetime. There is literally,
period.
despite the trauma, despite the hardship, the difficulties, I would choose to be a part of this people because the resilience is just unmatched. The creativity, the love, the
Yes.
connectivity, the energy, like,
Yes.
Yes, always.
1000%. And I think that's what, for me, that's what Charlie had to find again. Because he lost it. Because imagine he's spending all his life in prison. So you don't have that connection in prison. Because there were even parts of the book where it's like he's, I think Sailor or like somebody, I think Sailor was talking to him about Medgar Evers. And he was like, well, who's that? And in my head, I'm like, how do you not know who that is? Like my dad talks about Medgar Evers all the time. Ever since I was a kid, like I knew who that was. But I have to remember he was in jail in whatever year he was in jail at like what? If they were, yes, yeah, because if they were in her brother's dorm, that's like what, college, so like
College
18, 19 years
yeah.
old. And he had to like re-find himself. And there was another part in the story where he's like, oh well, how come you keep calling me uncle? What you mean? Like, what do you mean?
Respect.
What else you supposed to call you?
Yeah, like, and I was like, okay, maybe he didn't have that. He himself, oh my God, he himself didn't have. He was disconnected. He was disconnected from his blackness himself, even as a black man. Oh my God.
Woo. SIBO.
You know what, SIBO?
We're going around.
You might have been on to something.
Yes, you see what a drink and a discussion will do. Like have you just.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Yes, because like he himself was disconnected.
But it was kind of like
God.
I feel like his was on accident. Like he was disconnected, not on his own accord. Sydney, I feel like hers was. It's crazy. Hers was almost learned.
Yes,
It was.
Hers
It had
was
to
a
be
learned
learned.
disconnect, opposed to his
Yes.
just Oh,
His was
Yes.
snatched away from him
Yes.
by another branch of white supremacy.
Yes, and there was
The
even a
legal
part.
system.
And oh God, her dirty ass uncle. Anyway, there's even a part where he's teaching. Exactly. There was a part where he was teaching in Howard, and like he almost. I guess it would be code switching, and he caught himself. Because I think he said something like, "Oh, you feel me?" Something like that. But he wanted to catch himself because he didn't want it to seem like, oh, like almost like he was uneducated. And when I was reading it, I was like, why would you do that? This is a time to like not do that because you're not being policed of how you talk.
Yeah.
But he caught himself because I think he was still kind of beholden to the old systems. But even if like I'll be honest, like in my office, it's me and one other black person. Two. And don't think I don't hear these other people speak AAVE all the time. It do be difficult though. But like and it's like, and they just say it so willy nilly, like out of nowhere. But it's like I can't do that because I think I told Tia the other day. I was like, my manager asked me something. I said, I was like, child's gonna have to wait, and I was like, oh my God.
sorry.
And literally, I was just like, oh, shit. And I was like, okay, never mind, I can't. But like, and I feel like that's what Charlie did, where it's like, but imagine being in a space where you don't have to do that and how freeing it would be. I think that's why Orange Bees also confused me because like, why? Like, why are you, all of this shit is made up. Like, everything is, you don't have to follow anything. You could just be, you can be.
Just exist.
Yeah.
I think that's why I loved the farm scene so much.
Yeah.
And I'm glad Sydney did get something out of it. But like, I just thought of just how freeing it is. Oh my God, what do you mean we just get to walk in the grass and we just get to lay here and we just get to sleep under the stars? When have we ever felt that kind of freedom? I don't remember ever feeling that free since I was a little baby, maybe.
Right.
And even then,
Yeah.
you getting the, why you out there with no shoes on?
Get out that grass. You can be itching.
Literally. It's like, oh my gosh, this world really, yeah.
But listen, I love that scene. I can't even lie. Reading that scene, the first thing I thought about, I was like, they don't got no blankets or nothing. They're just out here, like, like no pillows, no blanket. At least give me that. Like, I'll be outside, but like, give me. I gotta tuck myself in just a little bit, like something. And I get it. Like, I understand missing the comforts of like what you're used to, but it's so tiny. Like, you don't need a McDonald's all the time. Like, why do you need to live in this place to wear your yoga pants and walk your dog with little, you could do that. Go to Mobile, whatever the fuck. Do that there. You could do that there. Why do you have to, with these police officers in uniform? What?
Yeah.
Craziness.
Oh my
The
god.
police officer sent me over because I was like, why are you here?
What
All
is
these
the
people-
reason?
Yeah.
Oh god, it was crazy,
And
and
that
I
was
hate
a-
it for them.
Yes, and that was another part too where fella was talking to her about it, where it's like what did she say? Like they gave them all that stuff for free, but then they sell it back to each other.
Yep,
Why?
that's
Why?
question I have every day about capitalism. The earth was given to us for free. Fruits grow on the trees. Y'all done made it illegal to plant fruit trees in your yard.
Really?
You know, it's
Yes,
Oh,
that's
yeah, in a lot of
that's why.
places.
Yes, it's called biological sexism, and that's why like when your allergies are really bad, it's because it's all male trees that they planted.
I missed that.
Yes, it's male trees because the pollen has nowhere to go. So instead of pollinating a female tree, we have fucking terrible allergies. So we can't plant fruit trees because it's like can't sell the fruit. People are picking it off the freaking street.
That's crazy.
Like
you know,
it makes it it makes me so mad as to like I'll never forget like when I was visiting my family in Greece and we had rented a house. My dad was cooking and he literally was like, go outside and pick a lemon off the tree because there was a lemon tree in the backyard. And I was like, just pick lemons off the freaking tree just because I can go
Right.
get it.
That's cool.
Like, right? Like, and it's like, because other places are normal. Other places are normal. They let you do that. And they
literally.
let you do it.
It's the difference between living with the earth and trying to exploit the earth.
Mm-hmm.
And as black people, I feel like we one of the closest communities to the earth, and they've done the same to
Yes.
us. They exploit us instead of working with us. They don't know how to do
Yes.
that.
Mm-mm.
White supremacy is all about conquering and controlling. That's it.
It is. And like I saw something today where it's like the world would be really and I think they were talking about black Americans in particular because we it's gonna rub people the wrong way, but we do shape the culture. Not just here, but like everywhere else. Like the world would be really bored without us. Like as much as even people in our diaspora, like they shit on black Americans all the time. You have this sense of style because of who? Who created it? And we had to create it from nothing. Because everything was taken away from us. We had to build it from scratch. But we don't have a culture. Go away.
Gotta love
Shit,
the
sis.
guess is we enjoyed this book. It gave us plenty to think about, that's for sure. So thank you, Sibo Campbell. Like this was an amazing read. I feel like it's one of those that you definitely have to talk about, you have to discuss. So we appreciate you. We will be reading next. We will be reading the long-awaited Kennedy Ryan book that has just come out. This is going to be
The third one?
well, the third. Yeah, this is the third
Hendrix, yeah.
installment for Hendrix of the
The
name of it,
Skyland
y'all?
series.
Skyland series.
The
yeah.
series.
Well, it can't get
The
enough is the name
Skyland
of the book.
series, yes. Can't get enough. We're going to be reading that next. So if you want to read that before the next episode, feel free. And we will see y'all next week and talk about it and get into it.
Bye.
Bye.
Peace.